Today we have this knitting machine from Embellish Knit Company. This is used to make I-cords very quickly and efficiently. This is gonna be an in-depth tutorial on how to use the machine, what are the types of yarn it supports, and what are the projects we can do with it. We'll start with the parts of the machine and what are they used for. First, we have the handle that we are gonna rotate like this. Now turn the machine and you will find there's a little loop made on the machine. This is where the yarn goes from. So the yarn goes from here, then from here and into the hooks over here. And this is where all the magic happens. And this is where the ultimate cord is gonna fall from. And it's gonna come out from the back side here. This is where we attach the weight. I'll show you later. Next, the type of yarn that is supported by this machine. Now this is very important to get a smooth finish and to make sure that the machine works correctly. Over here we have taken a 4-ply acrylic yarn anti-pill. This is also available on our website. I'll leave the link below. Now you can take any yarn available in the market of your choice. But you need to make sure the thickness of the yarn is 1 mm or below. But it is a yarn category, not the thread category. So you can use a normal 3-ply yarn or 2-ply yarn, or if it is 4-ply yarn even, it has to be 1 mm of thickness, not more than that. And also try to avoid any kind of fuzzy yarns like the ones which have like too much of baby hair going on. Leave those yarns. You can also take a piece of yarn and check like this if it is going on smoothly inside the needle, and if it fits perfectly, then it's okay to use. I have experimented with different kinds of yarn weights and this is what I have found that works best. Now we're going to talk about the wear part that goes inside the finished project later, so we're going to keep that aside for now. And let's dig into how to use the machine. We are going to start by taking a steel tapestry needle. This is also available on our website. I'll leave a link below. You can skip the tapestry needle and just do it by hand, but I find this way more easier and time saving. Now hold the machine with the handle on the left. Take the tapestry needle and go through the yarn guide first, like this. Now insert it inside this middle part and let it fall freely. It should come out from the bottom of the machine. See how easy that was? This is why it's recommended to use a tapestry needle. Now you will get this attachment inside the box. Attach it at the bottom of the yarn. This adds an extra weight which pulls the yarn from the bottom as the loop begins. Now I don't like wasting yarn, so I'm gonna pull it a bit on the top so that the weight at the bottom is more closer to the machine. Now it is very important that you let this weight hang freely in the air and let the gravity do its work. Now let's start spinning. Observe closely because this is very crucial. Slowly we are going to turn the handle clockwise. Maintain a little bit of pressure on your left hand because the weight is attached at the bottom, so it's going to pull the yarn. Now don't put too much of pressure, just a little bit so that it just stays in place. Now slowly rotate the yarn clockwise and let the first hook catch the yarn. Take a crochet needle, any size will work, and help the yarn to skip the second hook. Again, we are going to turn the handle and let the third hook catch the yarn and skip the fourth hook. From here, we are going to rotate the handle slowly and let all the hooks catch the yarn properly. Keep rotating the handle slowly for the next couple of loops. Shortly, you're going to feel the tension in your hand loosen up a bit. That's where you can speed up the process. Now here are a few things that you need to keep in mind. After the first loop, make sure it catches all the hooks properly. It should not skip even one of them. Now if you look closely, in every hook you will find this little guy over here. This is the closure for the hook. So while rotating, you need to make sure that inside the closure and the hook, there is only one strand of yarn. Now the next thing is do not keep the machine upright. Tilt the machine a little bit towards the handle direction. This is just my personal observation. By tilting the machine, I found the hooks to be working more efficiently. And the last thing to make sure is the weight attached at the bottom should be hanging freely in midair. Now, once you have started making the I-cord and it starts falling from the bottom of the machine, and if it becomes very long, change the weight of the yarn place closer to the machine again so that it works properly. Now these are the basic things you need to keep in mind, and rest depends on practice. Once you have achieved the desired length of the cord, release the weight from the bottom, and this is how you get it out from the machine. Rotate the handle in the opposite direction 1 or 2 times. You'll find the pressure on the hooks will loosen up a bit. Now take your crochet hook and detach it from the hooks in the machine one by one. Once you loosen up 1 or 2 strands, the other 2 should come out automatically. It is recommended to knead the cord a little bit longer than it's actually needed for the project. That's all for part 1. In part 2, we'll see how to insert the wear, close the loop, and how to create patterns. And here is the final look. See how smooth the finish is? You will need a anti-pill yarn or a cotton yarn to get this type of smooth finish. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more such videos.